incentives to change, they might buy in a little bit more to that. And it could be as much of a bonus. If you're doing X, Y, and Z, you should get this type of bonus. If you're going to be a trainer, you should get an extra incentive to be a trainer, to want to go to the training school to train people. Or just do something simple like firefighter leader of the month. Morale-wise, that's a big thing, and give somebody to strive for, get their picture on the wall. And you could even put like something incentive-wise, like we're gonna give you $25 gift card, or something real simple like that for them to, hey, I see you going above and beyond. You're firefighter of the month, and it's good. We're gonna buy you dinner at Texas Steakhouse for a night or something like that. So just a couple of things incentive-wise. Oh, that's so much nicer. I could scroll. And implementation and enforcement. As I said, culture here is amazing. Chief said he would be here another 39 years if he could. Because you guys have such a great staff, you guys work so well together. But I really think you just need to fine tune a little bit. So we're getting in the weeds and fine tuning. You really need to get your staff members to buy in to this. And as I said, if you kind of sell it as not another task that they have to do, these annual evaluations are a task that take up time and they're extra work and they don't want to do it. But you do it because you're a leader and because you want to develop people to make them better. So, and then, again, the culture. They have to believe and embrace it. They have to believe in helping out their fellow firefighters to make them better. And as he said with the mentorship program, they want to. It just hasn't been presented to them yet, that it needs to be every level. And then once implemented, you have to find a way to enforce it. Or you can come up with the best ideas in the world. If you can't enforce it, then it doesn't mean anything at all. So, and then I put this in every presentation that I get, and it's one shot, one kill. With focus and determination and training, you can do anything. Any questions, Chief?
The culture of being policed, or the culture of being enforced, or the culture of being responsible for self? What do you see in your soldiers? Are they, you know the fire services, right? So we don't like things the way they are, and we don't like change.
Yeah.
Right? So do you find, we tend to believe here that if you give them the tools and the space, they'll police themselves. And that seems to work well for us. So we don't have an enforcement mentality.
Yeah.
Some agencies cling to that contracted, do what I tell you to do. We try to convince you that it's your duty to do the right thing. What do you find with your guys, and how do they self-police, or do they need a nudge, or what do you find?
I feel like for me, setting expectations is the big thing for me.
As the boss.
Yeah, and once you set expectations and what they know what's expected, if they're doing it, you don't have to police it. If you let them run, but if they're not, that's an area for you to develop them. So Chief said that you guys have an issue that if the department chief doesn't want to do something, he can just say, we're not doing it, and that's the end of it. Or I don't want to do it, so I don't really have to. But once you lay out that, hey, no, this is your job. I don't want to be that guy. I'm not really that guy. For me, I am I'm there for my soldiers. I want to help them in every way. So I'm not going to yell at them, and I'm not going to write them up, but we're going to have a talk about it. We're going to come sit down, and we're going to discuss, well, why don't you want to do it that way? What is your drawback from doing it this way? So where other leaders in the Army that are successful have that more directive leadership style where they'll get in their face and you're going to do it my way because I told you to do it that way. So it just depends on the leader and the leadership style where you want to be with at that. But I think the main thing is just setting the expectations, and for me, seeing the expectation in front of me makes it real. If you come and tell me, hey, I want you to do this, all right, get to it when I get to it. But if you put it down on paper, and if you make it something that's trackable, like the training matrix, if it's something that's trackable, then they can go, you can go back and say, and again, it could be a discussion, or you could use it as a punitive thing. Hey, why aren't you training on this? I told you to train on this. Or you could say, use it as a discussion. Okay, you're busy. When are you going to get to it? Or that type of thing.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Very well done.
Yeah. Thank you.
A lot of thought,
So much.
thank you.